Hello everybody. Today we're going to be clearing a few more beds of green manure. And these are all winter mix except for one that is forage rye. This is how much it has grown until we're nearly at the end of February. I kind of want these ready to plant mid-March. This one's going to be my potato beds. So there's a bit of forage rye on this side. And the last little bit of winter mix. As you can see, this one was sown last, so it's mostly the rye dominant, and this one was actually put in August, and this is where the vetch has actually come through a lot more. But I'm going to rip all this out and cover it up properly, this time with a tarp like material, non-permeable, see if we can warm the soils up, rather than previously where I've used landscape fabric, which lets the water through. Okay, let's get cracking. Well, I've finished this bed off now, and this is gonna have brassicas in, so I'm gonna add some lime to it, and maybe chuck some chicken pellets in, and maybe some bloodfish and bone, get it really full of things to help it grow. One of the first things I'm going to add is iodine and white rot, and garlic powder apparently can bring on the spores, and if there's no onions there then they die off. So I'm trying to clear all my beds this way, so I'm going to chuck some garlic powder in first. It's very much apparently. Now some bloodfish and bone. Both mine and Laura's parents used this all the time in the garden, so I may as well carry on the tradition. Very elegant, these bags from the allotment shop. I need to find some tubs. I actually think the last one was lime because it's lime coloured. This one's bloodfish and bone, I think. I should have paid attention when I was getting them, but it's got a bit of colour to it, so it's obviously. Whee! It's quite fun, this. So there's 2 inches of manure on top of this anyway, but I'll just put some chicken pellets in next. Just because I've got them. Cool. Okay, that's got tons of stuff in. Now I'm going to cover it up in a non-permeable sheet of polythene. And this is kind of based on the work of like Jean-Michel Fourier, or from Quebec. He's a very cool guy. But he does it with massive, huge, gigantic 100-foot sheets, but I'm doing it, scaling it right down to a very small bed. These are about 9 by 4. Well, I eventually found an end to the big, long 30-metre roll, and I've cut off this strip that should be about 3 metres long, just a little bit extra, just to go over the far edge. It'll stick into my path, but hey, I'm fine with that. It's only staying down for 1 month. Mid-March, I'm going to start some early broccoli in here. It's a bit bigger than what I wanted. It's 2 metres wide, and these are about 4 foot, so I kind of wanted 1.5 metres, but it's not available. Just means I get to cover a little bit extra. That'll do the job. So this is just to get the bed actually a little bit less wet. You should only really cover up a damp bed like this. Never do it with a one that's dry, or it'll just always stay dry. Okay, let's put some pins in. Going to do the 4 corners and then chuck a log on the middle just to stop that blowing up. Alright. From there. So this stuff's UV treated, so it shouldn't fall to pieces in the daylight, which is the plan. And it's from Elixir, which I was getting stuff through Amazon, but I found out you can just order direct through them, and it normally works out cheaper. There's 1 or 2 little anomalies, but there's another bit of landscape fang underneath this. Or is it? There's also a bit of wood. There we go. We're in. And that is the first bed done. So 2 inches of manure in the winter. Winter mix from Sow Seeds, growing on that. Just keeping it all in one place, stopping the erosion. Then lime for the brassicas, chicken pellets for a laugh, some bloodfish and bone for tradition, and some garlic powder for eventually this might have onions in. So I want to clear off that problem before it carries on. Before we dig this one out, let's just have a look at it. This is the first planting that I did of the Vetch and Rye mix, and this one is, I would say, vetch dominant. So this is like an early August like sowing, and then around here this will be very late September when I just finish these beds off. And see, this, the rye's pretty much all that's in there. There's probably some little vetch tucked away in the bottom, but yeah, rye. But it's done its job. It's kept it all in one piece. All right, let's rip out this one, and this one. See you in a bit. And look, Laura's daft's come up. He's gorgeous. Let's see if we can get nice. Look at them, beautiful. Beautiful.